What's up, you guys? Happy Friday. How are you? All right, so there are a lot of new faces here on my friends list and on my profile. So I wanted to jump on and chat a little bit about diets and why they don't work and a little bit of my story. So a lot of you guys know that we own a gym. A lot of you guys are Orange Theory people and you're amazing, or you're doing some kind of exercise and you're frustrated because you're not getting results, right? So I want to share with you guys my story. So I started basically with body image eating disorders when I was 16. Okay, so at 16, I created the story that, I wasn't skinny enough. I didn't look strong. I don't even think strong was a thing. That's a thing now. But, I was like, I'm not skinny enough. So I'm going to start cutting my calories, right? So my best friend and I did that. We were competitive soccer players, like high level soccer players. And we just kept seeing like how little could we eat, how little could we eat, how little could we eat, right? And the ironic thing was like we were both little, like we were not big people. Neither one of us needed to lose weight, right? Got to the point where I think we made it a couple days where we were literally doing 2-a-days and having like a tablespoon of peanut butter at lunch. Okay, not a good place to be. But that cycled into ongoing eating disorders, like not diagnosed anorexia, but I guarantee I was anorexic. I was counting every calorie. I ended up being bulimic for a lot of years. And it was really, really bad cycle, right? And so that lasted till I was about 40, I guess. So 5 years ago. And we owned a gym. I'd had my ups and downs with it, and a lot of stuff had changed. But I had 2 little girls, and I realized that, let me back up. I went in search of a macro coach because I just didn't, I didn't have enough of a six pack. It wasn't happening enough, and we were selling weight loss. And I created all these stories that I had to be like super lean and super jacked, or no one would, believe that our program worked. And it was just I spiraled, right? So went to a website looking for a macro coach. And instead of finding a macro coach, I heard my mentor, or the gal that turned into my mentor, and she was talking about the emotionality of food and how it has nothing to do with food in your body. And I was like, that can't be true. Like, there's no way that's true. It's totally just about food in my body. If I could just actually look the way I wanted to look and feel the way I wanted to feel, then like everything would be fine, right? But my daughters were in the bathtub at the time. They were 4 and 2. And I remember looking at them and I was like, if I don't figure out where this came from and why this has been a part of my life for the last 25 years, like I'm going to pass it on, right? So I joined a program. It was a 10-month program. I spent 8 weeks, it was 8 weeks just working on ourselves. And then it was another 8 months of, of really learning how to coach this stuff. And so I come on to share this because there's a lot of you guys on here that you're athletes, right? You're doing challenges, you're doing the transformation challenge. You're really, really battling, like, can I just figure out this nutrition thing? If I could just get this to work for me, if I could just make this exercise work, if I could just lose that 5 pounds or that 10 pounds or that 50 pounds, like, then I would be happy, right? And we are in this constant battle of the diet cycle. And and like when I was dieting, I mean, it was always less is more, and I was 1,200 calories a day, and my body never changed, right? Like my body never changed, and I was frustrated, hi yang, and I was frustrated. And really wasn't until I did some of the deeper work that I was able to see that what I was doing wasn't serving me, right? Like I was living in diet culture, which is a lack energy, and I was restricting. And I was doing probably what a lot of you guys have done, is that I was restricting my calories. I was trying to work out hard, but I was like so underfed, and I was depleted, and I was like, why won't my body gain muscle? Why isn't this working? And it's like, well, if you're not eating enough, your body's never going to put on muscle, right? And if you're not eating enough, your body's never going to let go of body fat, right? But bigger than that, it was like, why was this so important? Like, why did I need it so bad? And once I let go of the why, and I actually allowed myself to connect to my body and listen to my body and feed my body and sleep and do all of the other things that physiologically I needed. But once I let go of that emotional weight, my body completely changed, right? I'm 45 now. I'm in the best shape of my life. Like we just did the CrossFit Games Open. I wasn't even going to do it. I ended up like 460th, I think, out of like 9,000 women in that category in the world. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, right? But I'm no longer focused on, I don't count my macros. I don't yes, I put good food in my body 80% of the time, but I let go of that need for perfection. I let go of that drive and that just holding on to this thing is going to finally make me happy. And so for all of you guys that maybe just did the challenge, one more thing, I got rid of my damn scale, right? whenever I started my program, which was Mother's Day, I think 5 years ago, I stopped weighing myself. It was the best thing that I've ever done in my life. So for all of you that like have done a challenge, or you're just finishing it, or you're about to weigh in, and like you get on the scale and it just defeats you, right? You're like, well, why did I do all of the things? Even though your logical brain is like, I got faster, I got stronger, I actually took care of myself, right? Or I did all of the things. The minute you get on that scale, it just defeats you, and it's just so not worth it, right? I have no idea how much I weigh, but all the clothes that I had 5 years ago still fit. So it's where I need to be. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm strong. I just want you guys to understand that if you continue to think that like dieting and doing that, and I'm not saying go eat junk food, right? I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying learn how to nourish your body, but stop the diet cycle. Stop the mental torture that you're putting yourself in. So if like you're in that place and you're just frustrated and you're over it and you're like, I don't want to diet anymore, like I'm ready to take control of my life, I'm ready to do something different because what I've been doing isn't working and I'm over it, then this is my invitation. We're doing a free workshop next week. So it's called Ditch Your Diet, literally ditch your diet, right? So we've created what we call an epic formula that we're going to teach you guys. So you can learn how to implement it into your life so you can stop dieting and get results, right? Like I'm not saying don't love your body, don't love the way you look. I absolutely think if you want to have a six pack and go do the things, go do it, right? I believe that what you put in your body does matter, but I believe there's more to it and that dieting is never going to be the answer. So like I said, we created the epic formula. So the epic formula we're going to teach you guys, it's all about the E is for education. So many times like people are, there's people out there like just eat this, just do that. It doesn't work. You need to understand how your body works, what it's doing inside of your body, and how to actually make it work for you. So we're all about education. The P is for purpose, right? So purpose is, what is your purpose in life? What is your purpose for doing the thing? What do you really want? Like, it's never that you just want to lose weight. It's what that weight represents. It's what that accomplishment represents, right? So it's really diving into like, what is your purpose? But also, what is the purpose of what you're doing with your nourishment plan, right? Like, what are you trying to accomplish, right? So E is education, P is purpose, I is intention. This is one of my favorite works ever, is like just living life with intention, doing things with intention, being intentional about what you eat, right? Sometimes your intention is that you're eating to fuel your body, to fuel your workout, to recover. Sometimes your intention is it's a date night and you want to go have some wine and enjoy your time and enjoy your food. That is intentional, right? So it's really understanding being intention, being present, and allowing yourself to like to love life and to live life and do all of those things and not have to feel guilty about it and still get results, right? And the last one is creation, right? And so one of my biggest ahas in my own life was that I was trying to control everything, and I was Linda lack energy, and I was just bleh, right? And when I learned that I can control nothing, and this is true for you, and if you're a control freak, I'm sorry, all my type A'ers, I get it, I was that way too. You can't control anything, but the opposite of control is creation, and you can create everything. But you have to make a decision, right? You have to let go of control. You have to let go of dieting. You have to let go of that energy. And you have to go, you know what? This is dumb. I am in charge of my life. I can create anything I desire. I just have to start coming at it from a different angle. So that's what we're going to teach you guys next week in the workshop. So if you want to join us, let me know. I will drop the link. You do have to get signed up so we can get you into the invite-only group. If you Google the group, you can't find it. It's invite-only. We're going to pour into you guys for 3 days. And my goal is that you really start to understand that food freedom is available to you, and that not needing to diet is available, and that you can enjoy your life and live your life and crush it and get great results and feel great in your body. You can do all of those things at the same time. So I hope to see you guys there. I appreciate you. I hope you're having an awesome Friday. And a reminder, if you're going to weigh in at a TC, at a transformation challenge, it does not define you. Your worth does not define you. Your results do not define you. You are amazing, and we love you. All right, guys, we'll talk soon.